Chosen one, listen closely, because what you're hearing right now is not random and definitely not accidental. You didn't just tap this video by scrolling too fast or wandering through recommendations. Something deeper, something intentional, aligned your path with these words at this exact moment. It's as if a quiet nudge in your spirit brought you here, a pull you can't fully explain but can absolutely feel. And that's because this moment isn't ordinary. It's a divine appointment, a crossing point between where you've been and where you're being guided next. Sometimes life feels like it's moving on autopilot, but then something pierces through the noise and catches your attention, not through force, but through resonance. That's what this moment is for you. A pause, a breath, a revelation beginning to unfold. There is something stirring in your life, something that has been quietly building beneath the surface, and now you're stepping right into the threshold of it. You may not have all the pieces yet, but you can feel the shift, subtle, unexplainable, almost electric. This isn't hype or emotional excitement, it's alignment. The scriptures speak about appointed times, those sacred intersections when what was promised starts to manifest. And whether you realize it or not, you're standing in one right now. The long wait you endured, the internal battles, the silent questions, the moments you felt overlooked, none of it was wasted. All of it has been leading toward this moment where purpose and timing finally meet. When something in your spirit whispers, "This is it," something is different. That's not imagination. That's activation. Many people assume transformation starts on the outside, but real transformation, lasting, undeniable transformation, begins within. And right now, there is an internal rewiring taking place in you. Not just spiritually, but mentally, emotionally, and even physically. Your body and your spirit are syncing with a new frequency, a new rhythm designed for the path ahead. Think about how stress, disappointment, or fear can weigh down your physical body. Research shows how emotional weight impacts sleep, posture, breath, and even the glow of your skin. In the same way, when peace, clarity, and renewed purpose arise, your body responds to that too. This is why things feel lighter lately, why your thoughts feel clearer, why something in you is waking up again. You're not imagining that shift, you're sensing the beginning of a divine recalibration. What's happening in you right now isn't about turning back the clock or pretending the past didn't happen. You aren't being reset to who you used to be. You're being aligned with who you were always meant to become. There's a kind of youthfulness that comes not from age but from purpose. A lightness that returns when you release burdens you were never meant to carry. A confidence that rises not from ego but from clarity. Heaven's version of youth isn't about appearance, it's about energy, movement, vitality, and freedom. When your spirit is revived, your body follows. When your mind shifts from fear to faith, your entire being responds. Maybe you've noticed it already, mornings that feel a little brighter, even if your routine hasn't changed. A sense of hope returning, even if circumstances look the same. Moments of joy catching you off guard. A deeper breath, shoulders relaxing, a feeling of internal expansion, maybe even strangers saying you look rested or different without you understanding why. This isn't coincidence. This is spiritual and biological alignment. This is what happens when heaviness breaks and destiny begins to speak louder than doubt. You're being rebuilt for what's coming, not patched up, not temporarily lifted, completely rewired. Every season of weariness you survived, every disappointment you carried, every silent battle you endured, those weren't signs of decline. They were preparation. They strengthened your resilience, deepened your empathy, and expanded your capacity. You're not just rising from a difficult chapter, you're graduating from it. And now the energy and clarity you feel are the early signs that your spirit is leading again, instead of your struggles. Your glow, your peace, your renewed strength, they are not surface-level changes. They are the physical expression of internal transformation. People around you may notice but won't have the words to describe it. They'll say you seem lighter, clearer, more present, more joyful. But what they're really sensing is alignment. When you begin to walk in who you truly are, your presence shifts atmosphere without effort. This is why your spirit feels awake again. This is why your body feels like it's releasing old heaviness. You are stepping into a season where clarity and strength move together, where your voice carries new authority, where your steps feel guided and your purpose feels tangible. And through all of this, there's something important to remember. Your only assignment right now is to believe. Not to strive, not to force, not to fear, just to believe. Faith isn't passive, it's powerful. And even science affirms that belief impacts biology, influencing mood, energy, cellular response, and even healing. When you say, "I feel better," your body listens. When you declare, "I'm rising," your spirit aligns. Faith is more than a thought, it's an activator. This season is not about nostalgia or returning to who you were. It's about rising into who you're becoming. The dormant parts of you, the creativity, the joy, the courage, the dreams, they are waking up again. This awakening isn't shallow, it's sacred, and it's only the beginning. Chosen one, as you continue to listen, breathe for a moment and recognize something powerful. This transformation you're sensing is not random, not fleeting, not emotional. Hype. It's deeper than motivation and more lasting than inspiration. What's happening inside you is the result of alignment, your mind, your body, and your spirit coming back into agreement after seasons of being pulled in conflicting directions. You're not just feeling better, you're being recalibrated. There's a reason your energy is returning with a kind of intelligence, not in quick bursts that fade, but in steady waves that feel purposeful. This is what renewal looks like when it's orchestrated, not by chance, but by destiny. For so long, your body may have mirrored the weight of what you carried, stress tightening your chest, disappointment slowing your steps, emotional exhaustion clouding your mornings. Research even shows how chronic stress and emotional burdens can compress your posture, sap your energy, and dull your radiance. Yet now, something has shifted. Your breath feels deeper, your shoulders feel lighter, your thoughts feel clearer. This isn't because life suddenly became easier. It's because heaven is lifting what weighed you down. Your body is no longer responding to fear, it's responding to freedom. This is what divine alignment feels like. It's not loud or dramatic, it's subtle, steady, undeniable. And here's the remarkable part. Your body is remembering who you are, remembering strength, remembering resilience, remembering purpose. It's as if your entire being is waking from a long sleep. Your mind is daring to dream again. Your heart is opening again. Your spirit is expanding again. Not because circumstances are perfect, but because your inner world is being revived. This is heavenly youth, not the kind measured in smooth skin or quick metabolism, but the youth that comes from clarity, passion, and inner fire. Many people misunderstand transformation and think it means pretending, performing, or forcing optimism. But real transformation doesn't require pretending. You don't have to fake joy when joy begins to rebuild you. You don't have to force confidence when purpose begins to guide you. You don't have to hide your glow when peace begins to radiate from you. This is not cosmetic. This is not emotional escape. This is internal reconstruction. When the heaviness lifts, even your reflection changes, not because you altered something physically, but because your spirit is finally shining through without obstruction. And chosen one, your presence is shifting in ways you may not fully notice yet. You'll walk into spaces and feel the atmosphere respond. People will turn their heads without knowing why. They won't be able to articulate it, but they'll sense that something about you has changed. Your presence carries more light, more steadiness, more authority. Not because you're trying to impress, but because you're carrying alignment. When your spirit, mind, and body are synchronized, you carry a kind of quiet power that speaks louder than words. Even your silence holds weight. Some will compliment you, saying you seem refreshed, younger, brighter, yet they won't understand the depth of what they're seeing. What they're witnessing isn't physical beauty, it's spiritual renewal, making itself visible. People can sense alignment even if they can't name it, and alignment is magnetic. It draws the right opportunities. It attracts the right connections. It opens doors that were previously closed because you are now vibrating at the frequency of the assignments meant for you. Chosen one, understand this. God is not merely healing you. He is retiming you. There are assignments ahead that require stamina, clarity, and unwavering presence. You cannot walk into the next chapter carrying the weight of the last one. That's why this renewal feels both refreshing and urgent at the same time. Heaven is not preparing you for comfort, it is preparing you for calling. You are being rebuilt for mission. Think of how an athlete conditions their body, not just to look strong, but to be ready for what's coming. In the same way, heaven is conditioning you. Your emotional resilience is increasing, your mental clarity is sharpening. Even your physical posture is changing as the weight lifts. This is not adrenaline. This is alignment. You're not being strengthened for admiration, you're being strengthened for purpose. And the renewed glow you see is not vanity, it is evidence. There is a version of you, radiant, grounded, powerful, that was written into your story from the beginning. That version is now rising, not the insecure, weary version shaped by past disappointments, not the exhausted version shaped by old battles, but the version of you that carries destiny, clarity, and assignment. That version is emerging with boldness, and everything in your body is responding, your lungs expanding as fear dissolves, your bones strengthening as discouragement breaks, your nervous system relaxing as peace takes root, your mind clearing as clutter falls away. This is what prophetic reconstruction looks like. You're not going backward, you're ascending. Faith continues to be your activator in this process. Faith is not an abstract idea or a distant spiritual concept, it is a biological instruction. Studies even show how belief impacts the body's chemistry, immune response, and overall vitality. When you speak life, I'm stronger, I'm renewed, I'm rising, your cells respond, your body listens, your spirit aligns, heaven moves. This is why your words matter. This is why your declarations carry power. The more you speak destiny, the more your entire being aligns with it. The more you affirm strength, the more strength flows. The more you declare healing, the more your body responds. This is not delusion, it is divine instruction. So, chosen one, understand this deeply. You are not simply recovering, you are transcending. You are not just healing, you are activating. You are not aging out, you are being lifted up. This transformation is not shallow or temporary. It is foundational, it is strategic, it is divine. And this is only the beginning, chosen one. As we continue, let this truth sink deeper into you. The changes happening within you, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically, are not random reactions. They are evidence of a larger orchestration taking shape in your life. You are being prepared, stretched, and empowered for something bigger than the seasons you've survived. There is a reason your body feels lighter, your mind feels clearer, and your spirit feels awake again. You are not merely moving into a better mood, you are stepping into divine momentum. This is why you feel that unusual mix of strength and softness, of peace and anticipation, of calmness and quiet fire. Your entire being is adjusting to a new rhythm, a higher frequency, a purpose-charged atmosphere. For so long, you moved through days carrying weight that wasn't always visible, but was absolutely felt. Stress moves into your muscles, trauma settles into your breath, disappointment hides in your posture. Even science acknowledges that emotional burdens affect the nervous system, heart rate, immune response, and overall energy. And yet here you are, feeling the shift, the lift, the release. These are not surface emotions, these are physiological signs of spiritual alignment. Your body is responding to freedom, your nervous system is learning safety, your heart is remembering resilience, your mind is letting go of narratives that once held you hostage. These are the marks of transformation that cannot be faked. This is why your mornings feel different, not necessarily easier, but lighter. The fog is clearing. The heaviness that once sat at the center of your chest is dissolving. And even if you haven't said it out loud, part of you knows something sacred is happening. That subtle glow you've noticed in the mirror, that is not coincidence. That quiet peace you feel when you wake up, not random. That small surge of excitement that appears out of nowhere, not imagination. These are prophetic markers, signals that heaven is touching your timeline and accelerating your renewal. You're not simply gaining back what was lost. You're becoming more than you were before, and this is why the change feels both gentle and powerful at the same time. There's no forcing, no faking, no striving. Just unfolding, just rising, just remembering who you are without the burdens that distorted your reflection. You're not being polished for the sake of attention, you're being sharpened for the sake of assignment. The glow in your eyes, the steadiness in your voice, the renewed strength in your walk, They are not aesthetic improvements. They are indicators of readiness. People may notice before you fully do. They might say, "You look rested," or "There's something different about you," or "You feel lighter lately." And they won't be wrong. What they're observing isn't cosmetic, it's alignment. When you let go of weight that doesn't belong to you anymore, your body testifies. When your spirit breaks free of old shackles, your posture changes. When your mind releases fear and embraces clarity, even your presence shifts. You carry a new kind of softness, one that comes from strength, not fragility. You carry a new kind of peace, one that comes from alignment, not avoidance. This is the divine exchange taking place: heaviness for glory, fear for clarity, weariness for purpose, doubt for confidence. Everything that once drained you is being replaced with everything that builds you. And this isn't happening because you suddenly became more disciplined or because life magically became easier. It's happening because heaven stepped in. It's happening because your spirit said yes to alignment. It's happening because you've outgrown the version of yourself that was shaped by survival, and you're stepping into the version shaped by destiny. Your body is not betraying you. Your body is preparing you. Think about that. Every place where you felt weakness before is being strengthened now. Every place where you felt tension is loosening. Every system that once responded to stress is learning to respond to peace. You are being rewired at levels you cannot see with the naked eye. Your breath is deeper because your lungs are no longer constricted by anxiety. Your heartbeat is steadier because your spirit is no longer bracing for impact. Your thoughts are cleaner because your mind is no longer replaying past wounds on a loop. This is renewal at work. Chosen one, you are entering a chapter that requires a version of you that is fully awake, fully strengthened, fully aligned. This is why heaven is moving so intentionally in your life. There are doors opening soon that will require clarity. There are opportunities forming that will require courage. There are people you will impact who need the overflowing version of you, not the depleted version who is surviving past seasons. You're not being renewed for vanity, you're being renewed for victory. You're not being rebuilt for applause, you're being rebuilt for impact. And the beautiful truth is this: faith continues to be your activator. Every declaration you speak, every word of life, every affirmation of strength, every whisper of "I am rising" is teaching your body to align with truth. Studies in neuroscience highlight how repeated declarations can reshape neural pathways, stabilize emotional states, and influence physical resilience. Spiritually, this has always been known. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. So when you speak life, you are not being poetic, you are being prophetic. You are instructing your biology, your spirit, and your future. And your spirit listens, your bones listen, your body listens. This is why renewal is accelerating. This is why energy is returning. This is why clarity is sharpening. Everything in you is responding to the call of destiny. So, chosen one, let this settle. You are not declining. You are ascending. You are not being diminished. You are being defined. You are not going backward. You are being lifted higher than you've ever been. The transformation happening inside you is not shallow. It is sacred. It is strategic, and it is only going to intensify. You are stepping into alignment, not someday, not eventually, but now. Chosen one, as you move deeper into this unfolding transformation, understand that what you are experiencing is not accidental or temporary. It is intentional, comprehensive, and divinely strategic. There is a reason your inner world is shifting so profoundly, why your breath feels fuller, why your thoughts feel clearer, and why your energy seems to flow in ways you haven't felt in a long time. You are being prepared, not casually, not partially, but completely, for what lies ahead. Heaven would not invest this level of renewal into you if there were not significant doors waiting to open, significant people waiting to encounter you, and significant moments that require the fullness of who you are. You are being restored because something greater is calling you forward. For years, you carried burdens that left imprints on your body and spirit. The heaviness you felt wasn't a weakness. It was the accumulated weight of battles you faced, often silently. Emotional strain can settle in the body. Science confirms this. Muscles tighten from suppressed fear. The nervous system becomes hypersensitive from prolonged stress. Even posture shifts from carrying emotional weight. But now, something remarkable is happening. That same body, once weighed down by invisible chains, is responding to freedom. Your shoulders release, your chest expands, your breathing deepens, your pace steadies. These are not small changes, they are signs of liberation. You might notice moments where your reflection looks different, not dramatically, but noticeably. There's a softness in your expression that wasn't there before, a brightness in your eyes, a calm that makes you look more like yourself than you have in years. This isn't vanity, it's evidence. Evidence that peace has taken the place of pressure. Evidence that clarity has dissolved confusion. Evidence that you are stepping into the truest version of yourself. And when you begin to embody your true self, everything about you shifts. Your presence, your tone, your energy, even the atmosphere around you. You are not the same person who walked through past chapters. The pain you endured has refined you. The battles you survived have equipped you. The disappointments you overcame have strengthened you. The seasons where you felt unseen have deepened your empathy and sharpened your discernment. Nothing you endured was wasted. Not a single moment. Every tear, every loss, every setback contributed to the foundation of wisdom and resilience you stand on now. This is why your renewal feels so deep. It is built on the strength of what you survived. And chosen one, you need to understand what this means. Your transformation is not just personal, it is purposeful. Your renewed strength is not random, it is required. Your newfound peace isn't an emotional luxury, it is preparation. Your glow is not for compliments, it is for calling. When heaven prepares someone for a new assignment, it begins within. It adjusts the heart, steadies the mind, restores the body, and aligns the spirit. That's what you are walking through right now. You are being rewired for mission. There are spaces you will enter soon where your presence alone will shift the atmosphere. There are conversations ahead where your clarity will bring light. There are people who will encounter your renewed energy and feel encouraged without you needing to say a single deep word. This is because alignment has weight. Peace carries influence. Strength radiates quietly but powerfully. When you walk in the fullness of who you are, your life becomes a message, one that people feel more than they hear. And that's why this renewal feels urgent, not rushed, but timely. There is an acceleration happening, a sense that what once felt blocked or delayed is now moving quickly. You might even notice opportunities appearing faster than before, ideas flowing more fluidly, or clarity coming more naturally. That is alignment. When your inner world is calibrated, your outer world begins to shift in response. You attract what matches your frequency. You walk into what matches your calling. You step into what matches your readiness. Your body is also adapting to this new level of purpose. The fatigue that once held you back is breaking. The heaviness that once slowed you is lifting. Even your posture, how you stand, how you walk, reflects newfound strength. This isn't superficial. It's biological confirmation of spiritual alignment. Your body is no longer shaped by stress. It is shaped by purpose. No longer driven by fear, it is driven by clarity. No longer responding to survival, it is responding to destiny. And faith continues to be the key that unlocks this transformation. Each time you speak truth over yourself, I am stronger, I am rising, I am aligned. You are teaching your body or your spirit and your future to follow your words. Faith is not passive, it is active energy. Research even supports the power of belief, showing that positive declarations can stabilize the nervous system, improve physical health, and enhance emotional resilience. Spiritually, faith has always functioned as alignment with divine intention. When you declare life, you are not hoping, you are activating. Chosen one, hear this clearly. You are not just being restored, you are being positioned. You are not just being healed, you are being established. You are not just regaining strength, you are stepping into purpose with a level of clarity and authority you have never carried before. The internal changes you feel are preparing you for external breakthroughs. What is happening inside you is announcing what is coming for you. You are being lifted, not halfway, not temporarily, but entirely. Spirit, soul, and body are rising together, and as you rise, your presence will speak louder than your words. You will walk into rooms carrying peace that silences chaos. You will move through challenges with a steadiness that confuses fear. You will shine in ways that feel effortless because your glow doesn't come from striving. It comes from alignment. This is not the beginning of decline. This is the beginning of divine ascent. You are being renewed for impact, for purpose, for destiny. Chosen one, as this transformation continues unfolding within you, understand that what you're stepping into now is not simply a better season, it is a higher assignment. Everything happening inside your body, mind, and spirit is connected to something larger than your personal comfort. You are not being renewed so you can settle into an easier routine. You are being renewed so you can rise into a calling that demands clarity, strength, and alignment. There are new doors forming, new atmospheres waiting, new connections being arranged, and each one requires a version of you that is fully awakened and fully equipped. This is why your renewal feels so deep and so deliberate. Heaven does not pour fresh strength into someone without purpose. You are being strengthened because something ahead requires you at full capacity. Think about how your resilience has grown. Think about how your perspective has shifted. Think about how you respond differently now than you did in the past. Those are signs of preparation. The old triggers don't pull you the same way. The old fears no longer speak as loudly. The old doubts no longer have the same authority. This is what readiness feels like. And chosen one, your renewal is not only for you, it is for others. There are people whose paths will cross yours at precise moments because they need the version of you that is rising right now. They need your peace, your clarity, your strength, your story, your light. You might not fully understand how important your presence is, but heaven does. That's why you're being rewired so intentionally. You are becoming a vessel that carries influence without effort. You are being refined into a person whose very existence inspires others to believe, to hope, to rise. Every part of you is being shaped for impact. Your thoughts are aligning with clarity. Your emotions are stabilizing with peace. Your body is responding with energy. Even your intuition, your inner knowing, is sharpening. You're becoming more aware, more grounded, more connected to purpose. You're not just moving through life anymore. You're moving with intention, guided by internal alignment instead of external pressure. This is why your glow has intensified. It's not makeup, not trends, not routine, it's resonance. When your spirit is aligned with purpose, your body radiates it. When peace becomes your baseline, it shows in your face. When clarity guides your steps, it shows in your posture. When joy takes root in your heart, it shapes your expression. People will see your glow and assume it's physical, but what they'll actually be sensing is spiritual. Your presence speaks before you do. Some people may even feel drawn to you without understanding why. That's because alignment is magnetic. Peace attracts, strength attracts, purpose attracts. You don't have to force anything when you're walking in divine rhythm. Life begins to flow with a different kind of ease, not because challenges disappear, but because you are equipped to move through them without losing your grounding. That is what divine rewiring produces: stability in chaos, clarity in confusion, strength in pressure. And this next truth is important. You are not meant to hide this transformation. Sometimes we dim our light because we don't want to draw attention or make others uncomfortable. But chosen one, your glow is not arrogance, it's assignment. Your strength is not pride, it's purpose. Your renewal is not for secrecy, it's for testimony. Other people need to see what restoration looks like. They need to see what resilience looks like. They need to see what alignment looks like. Your life is becoming a message written through experience, not performance. And the message you carry is powerful. Decline is not final, delay is not denial, and destiny does not disappear just because seasons were hard. You are living proof that it is possible to rise after heaviness, to shine after darkness, to rebuild after breaking. Your transformation is showing others that renewal is real and available. It shows that purpose never expires. It shows that even in silence, heaven is working. This is why your testimony will not be quiet. People may not know the details of what you've endured, but they will see the results of what you've become. They'll see strength where there was weakness. They'll see peace where there was confusion. They'll see joy where there was heaviness. They'll see confidence where there was doubt, and they may never know the battles you fought, but they will see the glory you carry. And as you rise, remember this: you're not just being elevated, you are being positioned for influence, positioned for impact, positioned for environments where your presence will shift things, positioned for opportunities that require courage, positioned for rooms where your voice matters. Heaven is preparing you to step into places that once felt out of reach, not because you changed who you are, but because you are finally aligned with who you were meant to be. This is also why you may feel a sense of urgency, not panic, not pressure, but readiness, a knowing that your next chapter is close, a feeling that something meaningful is approaching. That's alignment speaking. That's destiny stirring. When your body, mind, and spirit agree, you begin to sense timing differently. You begin to anticipate instead of fear. You begin to feel pulled forward instead of held back, and faith remains the fuel for all of this. Every declaration strengthens the alignment. Every affirmation amplifies the renewal. Every step you take in belief reinforces the rewiring. Faith is the language your destiny responds to. Faith is how you instruct your future. Faith is how you activate what's already been prepared for you. So, chosen one, lean into this renewal with confidence. This is not fragile. This is not fleeting. This is not a temporary emotional wave. This is foundational. This is strategic. This is destiny unfolding. You are not being prepared for small things. You are being aligned with significant purpose. You are becoming the version of yourself that your future requires. And that version is rising now. Chosen one, as we reach this final part, take a deep breath and let everything settle into your spirit. Everything you've heard so far is leading to this truth. You are not only being renewed, you are being revealed. What's happening inside you is not shallow inspiration or temporary uplift. It is the unfolding of a story that has been written in you long before you felt the first ache of disappointment or the first weight of exhaustion. This is the moment where your journey, your pain, your healing, and your purpose meet in one powerful, undeniable revelation. You were never meant to fade. You were meant to rise. This rewiring you've been sensing isn't just internal, it's emotional. All the quiet moments where you held in tears because you didn't want anyone to worry. All the nights where you felt like your heart was carrying too much. All the heavy breaths you took trying to stay strong when you felt fragile inside. These emotions didn't break you. They softened you. They taught you empathy. They deepened your compassion. They expanded your capacity to feel, to love, to understand. And now, heaven is taking those emotions and transforming them into power, into purpose, into testimony. If you feel tears rising, let them rise. If you feel your chest loosening, let it loosen. If you feel your breath shaking, let it shake. You are not breaking, you are releasing. Emotions are not weakness, they are evidence that you are alive, responsive, and human. They are the language of the soul. They are signals that you're not numb anymore, you're awakening. Every story needs a moment where the heart cracks open, where the emotions spill out, where everything suddenly makes sense. This is that moment for you. The heaviness you carried in silence is dissolving because you no longer have to hold it alone. The pain that once consumed you is losing its grip because you're finally stepping into the version of yourself who knows how to transform suffering into strength. You're not running from your story, you're reclaiming it. You're not erasing your past, you're rewriting its meaning. And chosen one, hear me clearly, your story matters. Someone else's breakthrough is attached to your courage. Someone's faith is attached to your glow. Someone's hope is attached to your resilience. You don't need to be perfect to make an impact. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to walk in authenticity, because authenticity is the bridge that connects your heart to others. When people see your renewal, they will feel possibility. When they see your peace, they will feel comfort. When they see your joy, they will feel hope. You don't need to impress, you need to be present. You don't need to convince, you need to embody. The version of you emerging now, stronger yet softer, radiant yet humble, confident yet compassionate, that version will impact more lives simply by existing than the old you ever could through striving. This is why heaven has been preparing you quietly. Why the process was slow at first, then suddenly accelerated. Why the glow became undeniable. Why the peace became natural. Why the strength began to rise without explanation. You are stepping into a chapter where your life itself is the message. You will no longer have to say much to be understood. Your presence will speak. Your silence will carry meaning. Your walk will testify. You will be the sermon nobody can argue against. And now, chosen one, we come to the call to action, not just for the video, but for your life. You are stepping into a season where your choices matter more than ever, where alignment requires participation, where destiny responds to engagement. Do not watch your own transformation from a distance. Step into it, own it, speak to it, activate it. But right here, right now, I want to invite you into something deeper. If this message has stirred something in you, if it has awakened emotion, clarity, peace, or recognition, then let yourself interact with it. Let yourself lean into the next step. Let your engagement be a declaration that you're stepping into alignment. So I'm asking you, if this resonated with you, like this video not as a routine, but as a moment of agreement, tap that like button as a physical expression of saying, yes, I am rising, yes, I receive this, yes, this is my moment. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, not out of obligation, but because your spirit deserves to stay connected to spaces that nourish you, lift you, speak life to you, and partner with your growth. Consider it a choice to stay aligned with voices that reinforce the transformation happening in you. And finally, chosen one, leave a comment, not a random sentence, not a generic phrase. Leave something that reflects your heart. Write what you're releasing. Write what you're stepping into. Write who you're becoming. Write what part of this message awakened you. Your comment won't just be words. It will be an act of activation. It will be your declaration. It will be your alignment. Because this is not the end of a video. This is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where your glow becomes testimony, where your strength becomes influence, where your story becomes impact, where your presence becomes answer. You are chosen, you are anointed, you are aligned, you are rising, and the world is about to witness what heaven has rebuilt in you.